Now, 4 people have died in the early hours of this morning. That's after their vehicle smashed into a wall and burst into flames in Signal Close in Belhar. Upon arrival, the city's fire and rescue service found a vehicle alight and 3 bodies burnt beyond recognition trapped inside the vehicle. The body of a 4th person, an adult male, which had been flung from the vehicle, was found on the roof of a house. Our reporter, Nobesuthu Hechana, is following the story, and let's cross over to her now. Nobesuthu, good morning to you. Do we know what the cause of this crash was?
A very good morning to you, Murena. What we understand at this point from the officials who are here, it is believed that the 4 people were coming from a party, and an accident took place on the R300 in the early hours of this morning, and they were heading to the Belhar area. But just a few minutes ago, some officials were trying to overturn this car just to check the exact number of people. Maybe they might have miscounted them, but we understand that 3 people burnt beyond recognition, and a 4th body was found on top of a roof. I'm just going to step out of shot just to show you exactly the situation at this point. Police are assessing this car, trying to find out what might have caused this accident. They were saying that due to the impact that it had, there were not going to be any survivors because of this. But what we understand is that a few family members will be coming on site just to check and identify if they know some of the people who were in this car. But police are still trying to investigate what might have caused the driver to lose control of this car.
Nobesuthu, there's no other car that was involved in this accident, I take it, because this is the only car that at the moment is at the scene, yes?
Certainly. So what the police are saying is that from around past 5 to close to 6 a.m. this morning, the fire rescue services were called after a car was found to be alight at this point. And from what we tried to speak to the owner of the house, which the 4th body was found, obviously he did not want to be speaking to us on camera, but he was telling us at around 6 a.m. this morning he heard a bang noise, and when he went to check outside, he saw a body on the roof of his house, and that is when the police were also called onto the scene because of what happened. But at this stage, the family members will be making their way here to identify some of the people, as well as the person whose body was found on the top of that house.
Nobesuthu, just before I let you go, you mentioned that these people were coming from a party. I mean, do they know where this party was? Can perhaps they get more details from wherever this car was coming from? And I mean, is there anything that's going to be done about the fact that there was a party that took place when we do know that under the current COVID-19 rules, no such thing should be happening?
Okay, so according to one family member who is here, who also refused to speak to us on camera, he was telling us that he remembers that the 4 people were coming from a party, but is not sure which area were they coming from. But we understand that they were traveling on the R300 heading to Belhar area, but the person whom they were attending a party with will also be coming to the scene to also identify if the people that were involved in this accident were indeed coming from his party.
All right, Nobesuthu Hechana, thank you very much. She is down in Belhar, where this accident has just taken place.